Hey Christmasers, I'm Jeanna Loves Christmas. Welcome to the channel for Christmasing. Today is all about you. That's right. I'm going to answer your questions and give you the information you want. Oftentimes you ask the question and there's like many different levels and layers, and I think I answer real quick and you're like, oh, she doesn't want to tell me. And it's not like I don't want to tell you. I have so much to tell you. Get ready. We're talking about wire. I use wire, but honestly, it's a personal preference. You should use what feels best in your hands. Thank you for Christmasing with me today. This is me all up in my DMs all day. I love hearing from you, but sometimes I feel like when I answer that question, you think I'm just being full of it. And it is a personal preference, but today I'm gonna tell you why, and then I'm gonna show you what to do with that wire. Riddle me this. You're a green Christmas tree and you want to cover your body in like baubles. Why would you use silver wire on your green Christmas tree? I know, I don't know either. And then I know you can get them in green, but they're like a weird green, and then they're even a thicker wire and a little more awkward, and I don't know why you would do that either. So if you were a green Christmas tree and you wanted to cover your body in baubles, why wouldn't you use something that blended right into the tree, looked just like a little bristle on the branch? I know, right? That's why you use wire. I'm going to state the obvious because, well, we're just gonna do that. Green wire on a green tree. Green wire if the tree is flocked but has a green base. If the tree is white with flocking, you can use, they do make white wire, you can use green wire. Nobody's gonna see it. You just twist it and fold it right under. It's fine. Some people use pipe cleaners. You can always see a pipe cleaner. They're fooling nobody. Green wire is still like my go-to. It's a standard, it's a good idea. What am I doing when I'm using colored trees? I mean, honestly, if you're using a really fine green wire, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You should watch the video next where I show you how to put the ornaments on, and then it's gonna be fine. Now, Christmasers, do you see what I have here? I have like a pointer and it's wire. Okay, I'll stop. Wire comes in all different gauges, that's what it's called. The lower the gauge, the harder and the stronger the wire. That doesn't mean it's a good thing. You want your wire to bend. You want it to replicate the branch. You want it to become one with your branch. So the stronger, like the 16s, the 18s, those are gonna be really hard. They're not necessarily great unless you're wiring something real heavy and you need to be real serious about it. But most of what you're gonna wire in your tree is not gonna require that. I'm working here with a 22, a 26, and a 24. Yeah, I said that in the right order because I don't always know. 28 is a little bit light, but I also wire on like 100,000 ornaments a year. You're not gonna do that, you're gonna do your house, and you might like the 28, it might feel good in your hands. So that's why I say this is purely a personal preference. In my younger years, I used a different gauge. Now on the daily, I like something a little bit lighter in my hands. It's a personal preference. So go to the floral section, feel all the wires, and decide what feels best in your hands. I think that covered it. The funniest comment I got after my bow making tutorial is, I see you pulling something out of your armpit, Jeanna. I laugh so hard. I keep wire there. I just have a little piece of it there all the time. I also keep it in my mouth, but when you keep it in your mouth, you end up with like a walrus smile. So that's just, if somebody's with you and you want to look like real cute when you're decorating, you should just keep it under your armpit. Pre-cut wire, this exists. It's a little pricier. This is a roll of wire, which you can, so if you're using something heavy and you want it in your Christmas tree, this would be the wire to use because you can unroll it and you could get any length you want. That's why you would use this. I have all the wire with me all the time. All the wire, all the time. This is like, get ready to blow your mind again. This is called snap wire. What? Did you see what I just did there? It's snap wire. And then it has a little built-in situation on it, just like this. And you can just snap it off without tools. You know, it's amazing. They stopped making this for a long time, and I found it on closeout and I bought like 190 of them. This was almost like 8 years ago. I'm like down to my last 40 rolls. So this goes a long way. If you get a roll of snap wire, you're probably good to go. But this is great. What's it called? Quick snip. It's good stuff. I'm going back to my roll wire because I hear my wire and I heard him like crying over here like, you went on and on about that quick snip wire, Jeanna, and you kind of diss me and you need me sometimes. And sometimes I do need him, so he's back. You use your roll wire. So he doesn't like cut himself, but you're very efficient. And you have to appreciate your product. You have to appreciate your product. How do we cut our wire Christmasers? We only use wire cutters. Only use wire cutters, unless you're my kid and you cut my wire with my very fancy scissors, and then I'm gonna make you buy them and give them to me for Christmas. Okay, wire cutters, a necessity. Goes back in your holster. You ask me about my holster all the time too. I'll come back to you later. Okay, come back to my holster. This is a tool holster from any basic tool store, and I'm wearing it with a Gucci belt. That's why it's Christmassy. The Gucci little product is like green and red, so it's like made for me. But you can wear it with any belt, any Christmassy belt. I want to see yours, but this is what we keep it. We have one. I have my scissors. I have my wire cutters. I have my chopstick, and I have some roll wire. Sorry. How to wire an ornament. Okay, and now I'm gonna hop into a beauty tip. I know that's not why you're here, but you're gonna thank me in just a second. Don't squint. Squinting is bad for you. Squinting gives you wrinkles. Squinting, if you can't see something, just omit that. You don't need to read it. It's not worth the wrinkle, because then it costs just a ton of money to get it fixed. So just don't squint. I refuse to squint. I can't see half the things, and I can't wire my ornaments very well at all. But, so you're gonna, wire goes through the hole. This is just your basic, cheap and cheerful ornament. So this is made out of plastic. It's going to literally break, oops, if I'm elf-gressive. All right, first you go in with your ornament. I'm gonna go through the hole, just right through, and then bend the wire. You can, no matter which wire you're using, see, I got your back, roll wire. One twist and then one little half twist. You can be two if you want to, but I pinch the base. Pinching the base is gonna ensure that that cheap plastic isn't going to break. Even if you're using a fancy ornament, like fancy hand-blown glass, I have that too. I wouldn't elf-aggressively pinch this, because if it breaks, I just ruined a very fancy ornament. If you're using one of these little beauties that has the little thingy that comes out, that's gonna give you wrinkles when you try to fix it. So always pinch the base when you're twisting your ornament. It might hurt your finger a little bit, but it'll be worth it. Trios, we love them. Why do we love them? Because they fill space. I have holes in my Christmas tree. Okay, let me get my phone again. I'll find one of those. Jeanna, there's holes. I need bigger ornaments. Maybe you just need 3 of one size and it takes up 3 times the space. Do you want me to say it again? 3 times the space. Just, you can fix the problem right there. You gotta be a problem solver. We're solutionists, Christmasers. We just fix it. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. That's the theme song to all Christmasing. Just fix it. We don't go on the internet, the Google or whatever, and we don't try to find the bigger ornaments immediately. Just try to fix it. So if you've got 3 medium-sized ornaments, maybe all of a sudden you got 1 big one. That's Christmassy. How to make a trio. Get ready for it, okay? 1, 2, I would never ever do this for anybody but you, just so you know that. 3, okay, we're almost there. We're like Bon Jovi, we're halfway there. Okay, ready? I'm gonna pinch the base. I pinch when I'm doing it, so I actually am pinching a little bit, but I'll do it with my other finger just to show you. 1, 2, a trio. Feels so good. Christmasers, I think we covered everything you need to know, but if you have a question, you know where to find me. And don't go anywhere, because next I'm gonna put those ornaments right into the tree and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I mean, literally next. You just have to go watch the next video. Thank you for Christmasing with me today. If you got a question, you'll all solve it. Check out the hooks we just threw in the trash while Jeanna revolves it around the Christmas tree.